but still has that rifle arm in time to get Rodriguez. So after 3.5, it's still 1-0. Panama with the lead. Son, of course, is the big hurt. 35 home runs, 105 runs batted in, and a proud son.
I'm very excited for him and very proud of him. You know, they've cared a lot about the Little League for a long time, and, you know, they were very involved with my Little League progress, and I'm just happy for him. There's a chance for him to go to the Little League World Series because we never got a chance to do it, so, you know, I'm just really happy for him.
Frank, when you coached Frank Jr. as a Little Leaguer in Georgia, did you have any idea that he'd be the star he is today?
Well, he was always a Super Bowl player, even in Little League. But all fathers can picture their child as a major leaguer one day. And he's hit some super shots. He got the name as a big hurt in the major league for hitting the ball so hard and hurting the other team. He did the same thing in Little League, Babe Ruth League, high school, and college. And I could pretty well see in some sport that he was going to do something because he loves sports, all three.
Congratulations to both of you on your award today. And let's go back up to John Shondas.
All right, thanks a lot, Julian. Here's a look at Sean Burroughs in that arm.
Well, arm, but also pretty good reflexes. Ball got away from, just caught it in midair, and in the same motion, threw it about 80 miles per hour to first base.
Sean Burroughs now at the plate between innings. They're trying to get a little rally go here. So Larry Lewis says, all right, let's flip the cap around. Maybe it'll work this way. It wasn't working the other way.
Let's go back to the last at bat. A slow curveball about 4 or 5 inches outside. Swung at the first pitch, hit it right back to the pitcher. Not very patient.
Down low, ball 1.
Now, you don't want to walk him because that'll bring the go-ahead run to the plate. But I'll tell you what, if he's going to get himself out, that might be a good way to pitch him. Hit everything else.
Perhaps the intentional.
Well, that's not a good idea to start a game with a 1-run lead in the 4th because there's plenty of time for the West, as is their Panama.
Nine innings without this team from Panama allowing a hit. So obviously they're not afraid of anyone. But Sean Burroughs, they know, can change the tide in a hurry.
And Carlos Boteo, the coach, he knows nothing happens. We talked about this the other day. If you're a pitcher, unless you throw strikes, and I'm sure that's the message. Take advantage of this defense. They have played well.
You see now the entire Long Beach squad, with the exception of Timmy Lewis, who goes Son cap, all with the rally caps on, and that's ball 4. And they didn't give him anything anywhere near the strike zone to swing at.
Well, I'm sure Alex Boteo, at 12 years of age, has seen what Sean Burroughs can do. But you pitch around one guy to get to another guy that's already hit 3 home runs in this World Series. Well, this is why Long Beach has been so impressive.
Brady Warner, the pitcher, as you mentioned, entered the game hitting .467 with 3 home runs. His offensive stats only second to Sean Burroughs. So the 1-2 punch here is tough as Panama calls time.
Well, they're just trying to get their defense aligned. Pretty much playing straight away except for the third baseman.
Warner takes up high, ball 1. Any thought to punting with a big gun? He was going to hit a home run. I wouldn't think with this guy.
You saw that graphic. Earl Weaver theory. 2-run home run right here.
Now suddenly the control.
Well, if you go back to the last game that Alex Boteo pitched, he pitched a marvelous game. Only 4 hits and 6 runs, as you said. And only 1 run, but he did walk 4. And we call them free passes.
Mira, él no te ha hecho nada. En este lanzamiento es muy posible que él va a hacer swing, porque él está pensando que lo vamos a marcar. Va a marcarlo pero con curva, ¿ok? Tíratela adentro, ¿ok? Y que caiga strike. Vamos a marcarlo para que él haga swing. Y vamos a tratar de jugar por 2. seguro y mete la bola en la zona. Carlos, párate con el lanzamiento, que ese hombre no llega a segunda. Y vamos a jugar seguro. Si no podemos en segunda, por primera. Navarro, él puede batear en este turno. Él puede batear en este turno. Seguro ahí. ¡Hey! Seguro ahí.
Well, I'm from Canada, and French was my second language, so I can't help you on that one.
I think he said turn a double play.
Well, coming into this inning, Batea had thrown only 15 balls the entire game. He's now thrown 7 straight. You can hear the crowd begin to get into this game. Obviously partisan.
Oh, very much so. Well, this is the first time I really feel over the last 8 years that I've been here that they think they have an opportunity to win.
Timmy Lewis now at the plate with 2 aboard. And again, catcher Carlos Aruz wants to talk to his pitcher and his infielders. Inside, ball 1 on Lewis.
Well, he's hit for average here in Williamsport, but not for the home run power he had during the year.
Down low, but Lewis swings at it.
Get a good pitch. Come on, bang! Come on, good pitch. Timmy, get a good pitch.
Hey, trabaja, 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 vamos, trabaja.
Batea is starting to lose some of his control, although he is yet to allow a hit in this, the 4th inning. Now up to even on balls and strikes.
Well, he threw 9 straight balls, and then
Okay, I want to make a substitution, but also he went over and talked to his coach. Is that a charge time?
Yeah,
okay, I want to make a substitution. Tobis, get a head on.
Okay.
Go ahead.
We're gonna run.
We're going to have a pinch runner here.
and remember the rules we told you before the game started.
Number
You
15
can
pinch running.
re-enter, or actually leave a game and re-enter the game 1 time.
Scott Tobis is going to come in.
Thank you, Joe.
Yell at me about a re-entry.
Okay. Okay, get a good pitch, Timbo. Get a good pitch. Come on, babe.
So I think what they're trying to do, John, is pinch run for the pitcher, give him a chance in his heat to sit down, because again, he can go back out there and pitch.
Lewis can't check his swing. Rings up strike 2.
Curveballs way out in front, tried to hold up, couldn't do it.
Inside for ball 2. 2-2 the count.
Well, just imagine yourself, 12 years old, you're trying to win a national championship, a world title, maybe for the 2nd time in a row, and you only have about 9 outs left. Gotta be anxious.
And Lewis looks at the fastball in there for strike 3.
Oh, great pitch by Batea. He's finally found the strike zone. Ruse catching it as it goes away from Timmy Lewis. The home plate umpire, plenty of opportunity to see that it was a strike.
Kevin Miller comes in now. Miller trying to bring home one of the 2 base runners. Sean Burroughs at second. Scott Tobis is the pinch runner at first. Swing and a miss.
And Burroughs giving the signs from second base. He put up 2, which means he can read the signals, but I don't believe Kevin Miller saw him. Great angle right there to see that Sean Burroughs at second telling him what's coming. This is a fastball. And it gets 5.
Burroughs down to third. Tobis down to second on the wild pitch.
Major league level, what you'll do is you'll go through a sequence of signs with a runner on second, because otherwise he can look in there, he can see location, he can see what type of pitch. And they will play the infield back.
Big swing and a miss.
Here's Sean Burroughs telling Kevin Miller what pitch is coming. It's a curveball. There it is, but it gets by the catcher, but you do get a second strike and then the ensuing strikeout.
What might happen in the major leagues if someone was striking out?
Well, first of all, you change your signs, and then, of course, if you think somebody has it, you just kind of throw a fastball when you give them the curveball sign.
Chris Miller now will try. Good job by Aruz to keep that one in play.
Well, this is where the catcher comes in. You have a curveball pitcher. He's been throwing balls in the dirt. You have to have confidence that your catcher can knock it down. The no-hitter guy, Carlos Aruz, behind the plate, and he's been doing a great job. Only one's got by him.
Good swing at that by Chris Miller.
A youngster for Panama, Edwin Liu, who did some catching and showed us a great arm behind the plate the other day, warming up for Panama as a possible pitching candidate. I know he could throw a fastball because he was gunning those throws down to second.
Terrific arm, although right now Beitia a little trouble, but he still is yet to allow a hit. That one skips away, and that'll score Sean Burroughs. A wild pitch has tied this game.
A ball that hits the front of the plate and kicks straight up all the way to the screen. So Long Beach ties it on 2 walks. They still have not garnered a base hit.
All right. All right, I will.
De tal forma que la bola va a cortar, pero la bola no te va a enterrar, ¿ok? Si me la apuntas a la rodilla, la bola se entierra. Si me la apuntas acá, no te entierra, ¿ok? La próxima vez que yo te diga, no entierres la bola, apúntame la cintura del bateador para que la bola no se entierre porque tenemos en posición. Ok, no pasó nada. Vamos, grande arriba, que lo estamos dominando.
It's another thing, John, that I've seen over the years. You've never really seen the coaches overreact to very pressured situations. Always teaching, always being reassuring, always being sympathetic.
Well, in the heat of the moment, you can't forget how young these guys are.
Well, that's exactly my point. Normally, in the heat of the moment, you would forget that.
Exactly. That's what makes so many of these 1 million plus volunteers for Little League Baseball so terrific. That one is low, and what the manager was trying to tell him during the last conference was that you're low with the curveball. Bring it up a little bit. Aim at a higher target.
Well, that's where the hitter likes it, though. I mean, it's such a fine line. A curveball is a field pitch. I think the good thing is to aim at the left shoulder of the catcher.
Chris Miller aboard with a walk now. Runners on first and third with 2 gone here in the 4th.
Still no base hits, 3 walks this inning.
He's been hit or miss with 3 walks and 2 strikeouts. Brent Kirkland, the batter. Out to right field, but that's foul.
Well, your control deserts you right here, John. If you're Alex Beitia, you're hoping you've walked 3 guys, you've wild pitched in a run, it's tied. If they do make contact, you wish for that great hit, the atom ball right at somebody. Brent Kirkland, you want to recreate that home run you hit.
One's up high. Runner going down to second quickly. There was a delay down at third, but he's back in there safely. Tobis, who's running for Werner.
Well, you have a number of options as you see the throw from the pitcher, and they almost get the runner at third. Now he drops the ball, gets by him. But on the first and third play, you try to keep it simple. If you throw through at this level, the runner from third is going to score. So what you do, you either don't throw it or you throw it right back to the pitcher.
So now 2 are in scoring position with 2 gone and a 1-1 count to Kirkland. Jeff Burrow's reaction.
Well, I'm sure he said you have nowhere to go unless they throw through, and then he threw it right back to the pitcher, and he still made enough of a feint towards home to almost get picked off.
Time called by the catcher, Aruz. Perhaps a little dust or sand has jumped up into his eyes.
21, 2.
He's been in the dirt all this inning.
To the second baseman on a tough hop. Saracen, though, throws him out. So at the end of 4, we are tied 1-1, and we'll be back after this commercial message and a word from our ABC station.
Thanks the Little League World Series, brought to you by Canon cameras, so advanced they're simple, and by the people at Nike, who encourage you to just do it.
Welcome back, everyone. John Saunders along with Jim Palmer here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. It's been a terrific game. 1-1 is the score. Long Beach with their run. Without a hit, they've managed to do it. Panama with 4 hits, and meanwhile we have some defensive changes. Nate Moini moves over from center field to left field, and Cassidy Traub comes into center field. And Timmy Lewis exits the game, at least for the time being. Here in Little League, you can re-enter the game 1 time. Brady Werner stays in as the pitcher who was pitched run for during the past inning.
Here we go.
Top of the 5th inning. You see the line on Brady Werner, allowing just 1 run on 4 hits.
Well, he's only pitched 2 innings in this Little League World Series prior to this game. Again, great heat, a lot of humidity. We'll see if it catches up with him.
Juan Saracen is the batter and takes the first pitch out to center field, and Cassidy Traub just entering the game. Didn't take long.
No, didn't take long for him to catch it either. You want to welcome the new guy with a line drive.
And that's a tough play, as you mentioned. It wasn't quite right at him, but it was coming.
Well, that's one of the tough plays because the ball has a tendency to knuckle.
Jaime Saldana is the batter, the center fielder for Panama. Down low, ball 1. Ball 2. Strike 1.
And they play the defense to take the bunt away from Jaime Saldana, playing very shallow at third base, and he's shown the propensity to be able to hit the ball. Oh, not that one. Swung on the ball about 8 inches inside the other day and hit a line drive down the left field line, foul. Whatever level you need to make the ball go over the plate. If he took that pitch, 3-1, 3 balls and 1 strike. Instead, the count 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And then strikes out looking at the next one.
Compared to Little League standards, John, it's been a small strike zone. It got a little bit bigger there. Strike zone from the knees to the armpits. And this ball, Daniel, I think he honestly thinks this is out of the strike zone. He takes it, but the umpire calls it a strike. Strikeout number 4.
Bringing up Onesimo Morales. Billy Gwynn trying to frame that one.
Yep. Bring it down inside the strike zone. Occasionally the umpire will go for it.
Not this time. Fouled off on the right side.
You're looking at a Panama team that actually played Dominican Republic twice, got beat 11-0 and 11-1, but then the Dominican team, overage players out of their district. So it's not the best team, but it's the most honest team coming out of Latin America this year.
Oh. Ooh, that was tough to call that a ball.
Not really, just ball.
Tough to get anybody to agree with you inside the park.
That's another case. Good point.
1-1 your score.
31.
Up high for ball 3, and it's 3-1. 2 gone here.
Brady Werner's done a tremendous job. Only walked 1 batter, and that's all the way back in the 2nd. Make it 2.
So Morales is aboard. We've asked some of these youngsters, you know, everyone who's a baseball fan has some favorite major league player for Long Beach. The surprise is Barry Bonds' first year on that coast?
Not really. I think they probably checked it out that he's getting, what, 43.750 for 5 years, $7 million a year.
A lot of Blue Jay fans for Panama, and they love John Olerud.
Also, Rod Carew, a Panamanian, who 7 batting championship, along with George Brett, who hit 390. The last guy to really threaten the 400 mark before Olerud this year.
Ivan Atencio swings at this one and knocks it past the second baseman DeFazio. There'll be a play at third. The ball skips away, and in comes Morales safely. Atencio all the way to third.
Well, for the second time this game, Panama goes ahead on a good throw from an outfielder. Burroughs cuts it off, wings it in there, and it hits the runner. It gets by him, and the third baseman, Brent Kirkland. I mean, watch this effort. Quinn trying to block home plate, takes it off I guess the leg of the runner, also his hand, and you have a 2-1 ball game, Panama.
An error charged to Sean Burroughs. There's a shot right to Burroughs. The toss, this one gently over to first for the third out, but not before Panama regains the lead. 2-1 after 4.5. Back to Williamsport in a moment. His family, his younger sister, Shaylin Burroughs, is standing by with our Maria Sansone.
Thanks, John. Shaylin, what is your brother like when he's not playing baseball?
Well, he teases me a lot, and he bugs me, and he's sometimes very annoying sometimes.
Would you ever like to play Little League Baseball?
Well, I already do. Now, I was in T-ball, now I'm going into minor B. And I bet I'm going to be good like my brother.
That's good. If Long Beach wins, what is your family planning on doing to celebrate?
Well, we might go to Del Mar, and we might, like, celebrate, or, like, after that, we might come. Like, last year we had a parade, so maybe we'll do that this year, like, again.
Thanks a lot, Shaylin. Now back to you, John.
All right, Maria, thank you very much. And her brother may bug her. He's also been bugging just about all of the opposing players here with his bat. We have a pinch hitter. Travis Perkins comes in for Billy Gwynn.
Now he's 2 for 8, John. He scored 3 runs. He's got 6 RBIs. Grand slam home run. Well, they don't need a grand slam. Nobody's on, but they do need 1 run to tie it.
And to get things started, but it's down to the second baseman, Saracine, who retires him easily.
And then Long Beach down to 5 outs. I don't know if Panama starts counting, but I sure did late in the ball game. You got a 1-run lead. You need 5 outs without the other team scoring, and you win a world championship.
Nate Moini comes in. Again, trying to get a little life from the Long Beach team. They still are hitless in this game.
Well, they need base runners, whether they get hits or walks. They parlayed 3 walks last inning into a run. They got to get on because the big guys are coming up, at least as far as batting average.
Ball 2. So Nate Moini, perhaps if he could work a walk here and get it up to the top of the order.
Well, we'll see if he's taking a pitch, making Batillo throw the ball over.
Inside, ball 3. Well, we know he'll be taking on this one.
Well, it appears that a universal rule, if the pitcher gets wild, even in Little League, everybody comes over and talks to him. Julio Gustavino coming over, catcher walking out in front of the plate.
Just trying to calm him down a little. Seems to work. Low scoring affair here, 2-1. Strike 2.
Well, Moini only 2 for 10. Scored a couple of runs, so the percentage play with 1 out is make him put the ball into play, even if you just try to throw it right down the middle. Give your defense a chance to help you out.
He gets the bat on it, lifts it out to center field. What a catch by Saldana out there.